Let's see how to glitch some audio loops with the Gate plugin. I'm going to use a loop from the free Kiro pack available from twistedtools.com. It's clearly not at the project tempo, so let's warp it. I'll change the segment tempo by I, just trying to visually align the appropriate transients to the downbeat. I think that tempo works quite well. Let's change the transposition. Let's set the transient loop to forward only. Bringing down this transient decay time makes it sound like we have a gate on every hit. This cleans up the loop quite a bit. Cool. Now let's bring in the gate audio effect. Bring down the hold and the release so it's more choppy. I'll set the threshold to a value where it's still choppy, but not cutting out too much of the backbeat hits. We don't need that click anymore. Pretty cool. I'm going to freeze and flatten the track. Now, just as we did before, I'm going to warp the audio so it sits better with the grid. So when I add other segments to the track, it all sounds together. Okay, I think I have everything. Let's have a listen to it. Cool. This works pretty well, but of course we don't have to stop here. We can further transpose it. Play with the warp modes. My favorite, texture mode. How about adding more audio effects? A flanger maybe? Let's also throw on a compressor. I'm going to compress it a lot. Such extreme compression settings can really add some character to the sound, because we really start to hear those low-level artifacts. How about a reverb? Maybe some sample rate reduction after the reverb. I think I'd reduce the reverb time a bit. Okay, I like that. Let's freeze and flatten again. Not bad. Let's gate this again. I think a delay could sound interesting on this. I'll add the simple delay. Okay, now let's bring back the original loop and layer it with what we have here. I'll warp it first. I think the BPM was set to 127. I think I'll gate the original as well. Okay, it's not quite grooving right, but after we flatten it, we can address that by warping the loop and aligning the transients to the grid. Yeah, as you can see, quite a lot of the hits are not quite aligned. I think our process loop is also out, so let's align that as well. That's much better. Warping and adjusting the timing of the audio is very critical to get different parts to groove together. That's why I rarely use MIDI. Even if I do, I'll always flatten it to audio so I can warp and adjust the timing like this. So that's how you could use the gate plugin to create very glitchy material. Next, we're going to look at using clip launch modes to create some glitch.